Friday, February the 5th, 6th, 2026, number 4,970. It's called What's for Supper? This is after Diane de Prima's Prevailing Foods at Times from her book, Dinner and Nightmares. Diane de Prima. I've got to figure that out. Mom gave birth to 4 children in 3 years. It might take a beat for you to realize then that there were twins who were 2 years younger than me. Then a year later came my sister. I had the place and all the family's attention to myself for nearly 2 years. That's it. All this is to say that when it came time for supper, which in Arkansas is what other folks call dinner, it was every kid to him or herself. After first helpings were served, there were rarely seconds for anyone. And there were only a few regular supper time meals that my mother would prepare for us for our family evening meals. They were something like this. 1, hamburgers. My dad raised a few cattle, so we had a freezer full of beef and French fries, from frozen sometimes, but most often from our garden's potatoes. Tuna casserole. This was one of my least favorite of regular meals. It had cream of mushroom soup in it, Campbell's condensed, of course. 3 fish sticks, frozen, with French fries, see above, or macaroni and cheese, Kraft from the blue box, and probably some green beans. I think this came from cans, but they could have been from either our garden or my paternal grandparents' garden. 4, beef stew that sat on the crock pot in the crock pot all day with potatoes and carrots. 5, fried catfish and hush puppies. This was one of my favorite, but it would require that someone went fishing and had some luck that day, and I despised fishing, a common pastime of my dad's and his parents on weekends. 6, breakfast for dinner. Fried or scrambled eggs, toast, milk, maybe a hash brown from frozen, and bacon or ham. It's possible I'm misremembering this one, but I've always loved breakfast for dinner. Sandwiches, number 7, usually bologna, sometimes cold ham, and potato chips, usually Lay's regular. 8, sloppy joes, which was also one of my least favorite regular meals. 9, chili with beef, or sometimes deer and beans with saltine crackers. 10, pizza from a frozen box. 11, pork chops or pork steaks of some sort, pan-fried, usually with macaroni and cheese and green beans. 12, salmon patties made from canned salmon with added saltine crumbs and egg, fried in a pan. I'm not sure I'm remembering 1 or 2 of the meals we'd have on a regular basis, but I can add that we'd occasionally have as side dishes okra, fried or boiled, the latter of which me and my mom would eat, black-eyed peas, pinto beans, green beans, sauerkraut. Again, only my mother and I would eat this. And there would quite often be cornbread. Oh, and we'd also have hot dogs for supper pretty regularly.